so we are on our last station tour of our survey talk through. This time we're going to be talking about creating communities of support. Okay, so over to you, Harley.
Okay. So how connected do you feel in your local community? 52% of young people, sorry I've been told to speak in the mic, but I've also got a loud enough voice, so I'm sure you can hear me at the back. 52% of our young people felt connected to their community, but only 12% felt very connected. So this is like going out in the community, different groups that they can attend, maybe local library sessions and things like that. So YPBMF were surprised that so many young people felt not all connected. So they didn't have a clue what was going on in their community. Just a couple of the stats for you to take a look at whilst you sat down.
Thank you very much. So yeah, focusing on those communities though, so it's always good to highlight sort of groups and communities of support that are available in the area. And some of the top answers that you can see in this very cool picture are care leavers groups and gym or going sort of to football clubs and everything. So it's always, so yeah, YPPMF felt it was good to see care leavers groups featuring so highly because it is always great to sort of create communities of support like that. And also someone put no thanks, so it's good to remember that not everyone wants to sort of take part in local things in the area. Okay, over to you. Oh, sorry.
We should have worked out a better way of the back and forth, shouldn't we? What fun things would you like to see in your area? So things that our young people and our adults would actually get into. So the top answers were gym, football, swimming, walking groups, cricket. It's like activities that are outside and, you know, being active, getting up, doing something, getting you sweating a little bit. Interesting to see so much variety. For example, Comic-Con. Music festivals, cinema tickets, art groups, gaming, and sober hangouts. I'm not sure what one of them is, but somebody can probably fill me in. YPBMF felt affordable gym made an important point, and that linked in with the cost of living pressures. I do know in some areas, typically when I was, say, 16, 17, my local authority did offer free gym passes. I don't have a clue if they still do that. The information is very scarce, as we say, so it's just making sure that if you do have this offer, making sure you're passing it around and you're getting it out to the people that actually are going to benefit from it. So as you can see, like Dylan said from our very fun picture, I'm not sure if you can see actually, because that is pretty blurry, guys, I'm so sorry. But mostly in there, it is very like strenuous activities, getting out into the public, into the fresh air as well, and just doing something that will, you know, take a bit of energy, and then when you get home, you can actually relax, and instead of sitting there and just overthinking all the time, let's say.
Brilliant, thank you very much, Harley. So, what makes it difficult to access places in sort of the young person or care experience people's community? So, mental health, anxiety, it's come up again. 66 mentions of anxiety, including social anxiety, travel anxiety, and not feeling safe. It is a very prevalent issue. Distance to travel and public transport. So unreliable public transport was mentioned many times, along with the distance to get to places, making it hard to actually attend these amazing events in the area. Also, affordability and benefit issues. So it's going back to that cost of living topic again. It is hard. Accessibility. So young people with a disability and mobility issues identified this as a big barrier to going to a lot of different events. And lastly, young parents face additional barriers too. Over to you.
So, some of the care experience, views and experience. So don't forget, these are literally written from the people that took part in the survey. It's not us, it's the 200 people from across the country. So I have no friends to go with to places. I'm happy with my dog going on walks. I only feel safe with my dog. I feel uncomfortable and unsafe in my own town. That doesn't sit right with me. My anxiety. I don't completely understand it, but it's really hard. I struggle in social situations or going outside or in the public. I feel more at ease when I'm in nature, but just leaving the house is so hard. Anxiety, again. Plus, I don't have much money to spend, so I'd rather not spend it on bus fares or giving petrol money. I think what we've noticed from these views is anxiety is a big thing. And I don't think we need to just wipe it from the earth. We need to teach these people how to deal with it, how to best, go about their daily activities and learn new techniques to maybe calm themselves down when they are out in public. It's not about banishing anxiety. I don't think it's ever going to happen. But if people have these techniques and these ways to, understand what they're actually feeling, I feel like there must be a much positive impact, and we'll probably hear about anxiety much, much less.
All right, thank you very much. So, going on to the next question, is there anything that would help you to get more involved in local groups or doing fun things in your local area? So we've got sort of, 1, 2, 3, 4, we've got 6 different things on here that I'm going to read through. Firstly, we've got communication. This is something I'm very, very passionate about, because more notice and more communication means more young people will know about the events in the area. So I always like to, I was thinking of an analogy to try and sort of give a nice example of why communication is such a big deal. Because if you say you're meeting up with a friend, and to meet up with your friend you plan this amazing day full of lots of fun activities, and it's going to be an amazing day, but you forgot to invite your friend. Like, you just didn't tell them about it. They didn't hear of it, so they didn't show up. And then you're sort of really confused, frustrated, and quite hurt because they're not actually showing up to this really fun event. It is very similar with sort of local sort of things in your area. If you don't know about it, you can't go to it and enjoy it and experience it, meet all of the other young people, and have fun. So yeah, communication, very important. Next one, buddy system. This is also something I'm very passionate about as well, because going with someone, so having someone with you to try out a new event, because it can be quite overwhelming going to somewhere you don't know for the first time with people you don't really know. It can be sort of very overwhelming, quite isolating. So taking a partner, friend, someone you know, and being able to bring children to some events would sort of greatly help people actually attend them. Also got travel costs as well, helping people actually get to the event. Accessibility, providing information about accessibility and parking, making it easier for people with mobility issues and sort of a wider range of other issues to actually go to the event as well. We've got a variety of events, including sporting and nature-related, outdoors again, very cool. And lastly, we've got interest, so creating opportunities to explore an individual's interest and maybe expand it so they can experiment and try things out that they might not have tried before.
So how do your Leaving Care team let you know about groups, activities, or opportunities to meet people and have fun? So WhatsApp and Facebook coming in at the highest. As someone mentioned before, I know a lot of young people, if you reach out to them on Facebook, they're like, who are you? Why are you coming on my Facebook? Get away. So again, it's about understanding that person and how best that they're going to see that information. Concerning how many people are not told, so the grey bar, although this is outweighed by people who are told, so we do put on sessions, but it's like, if you're just sending it out on one email, like how are your young people going to find out that this session is actually going ahead? You don't know that person's, passing it out even further. It could just be going to that person, and that's where it stands. And you're feeling actually, like Dylan said, quite disappointed that no one's turned up, that you've put on this big session that's going to help our young people, that's going to help them teach so much stuff, and nobody turns up. And I don't want to say it, but it's partly your fault. So YPBMF wondered what another way was. Email maybe. I think email works for some, email doesn't work for some. Facebook works for some, Facebook doesn't. But again, it's about understanding the people in your area and the people you work with and how best to communicate with them.
Thank you very much. So, next question. Is there anything that would help you to get more involved in local groups or doing fun things in your local community? So we've actually got voices from the people that were carrying out the survey. So, firstly, we've got our lovely blue bubble. More awareness, buddy systems for first time attending. It will reduce the anxiety for a lot of people to go to events. It is brilliant. Okay, next one, I'll go to the orange this time. Being told about fun events that are happening. Communication, communication, communication. I've changed the education quote because I think it really fits here. So, and lastly, we've got the purple one. I don't actually know anyone that lives in my area. When I moved, it would have been great to have the chance to sit with my PA and go through what's in the area, actually telling them everything that they can explore, experiment with, and potentially have fun and meet new people. All very cool stuff.
Sorry, I feel like we're going to get you dizzy, keep popping back and forward. So local authority asks, so a variety of options, so create a variety of options for young people to engage with, including plenty of active activities and activities they can bring a friend or child to. I know my confidence has flown through the roof since I had my daughter. I don't want to kind of get a guilt trip going, but honestly, the fact that I can bring my daughter to places like this actually encourages me to go out. I'm going to have fun, she's going to have fun, and at the end of the day, we've both had a great day. So encouraging this is really important. Communication. Tell us about what we can get involved in. A lot of young people are just placed in an area and just told to deal with it. Like, how are they supposed to thrive? How are they supposed to be happy if they don't know where, like, you know, the local community centre is, where they can go for that vital support most of the time? Young people's interests, so support young people to explore their interests and see how you can support them to attend new things. A buddy system, say, actually, I know somebody who lives quite close to you. Would you feel interested in meeting up and maybe you can go together? Address barriers, so travel cost is a big one, gym costs, anxiety, support us around anxiety, learn techniques, how people can actually best deal with their anxiety. And good practice, or good practice is Wandsworth, is £20 a month wellbeing allowance, so it can be spent on gym and hobbies, so that covers anything that young person wants to do in that month. So that's a really good idea and good practice.
Thank you very much. Okay, and we asked the nation, so everyone, so universal free gym offer for young people +1, going back again to that buddy system that we sort of kept talking about in the previous slides. It means that you can go with someone and have the chance to actually sort of get a really positive relationship and sort of meet new people at the gym. It's brilliant. Also, got a wide range of tasters and ongoing offers. So the Care Leaver Covenant is to source a wide range of leisure or interest offers for young people to try and get involved with, including cinema, sports clubs, etc. Also, free travel to address the barrier of transport to accessing opportunities, because, as I was saying earlier, if you can't get to the event, you're not going to be able to sort of have fun, participate, enjoy it. And lastly, mental health barriers. So address the mental health barriers that we face that prevent us from being part of the community. So those 4 sort of ones there we ask the nation.